The city of Berkeley was established way back in 1866 when attitudes about race were far different than they are today, which is why the city is trying to right its past wrongs and running into a problem with history and their very name. John Ramos explains.
For a city that espouses racial justice, Berkeley is facing a moral dilemma as people begin to learn more about the man the city is named for. Berkeley is proud of its name, you see it everywhere, but it's also proud of its stand on racial equity, and that's where things get kind of sticky.
Okay, so you actually were aware of this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know the history behind it, but I know for a fact that he definitely was involved in the triangle slave trade at the time.
The he is George Berkeley, an 18th century Irish philosopher who wrote a poem about westward expansion that people here liked so much they named the town after him. But these days that may be a problem because George Berkeley was a slaveholder. He reportedly bought indigenous people to work on his property in Rhode Island, referring to them as savages, and even advocated kidnapping native children to convert them if their parents wouldn't give them up voluntarily.
Have you heard about this before?
No, never, never.
What's your reaction to hearing it?
Just shock.
On the campus of UC Berkeley, student Neve Wilcox was stunned by the news. This is the last place most people would think to be named after a slaveholder.
I feel like if people know about it, then there is a sense of shame because you feel like you need to do something about it, and we should do something about it if it's like that.
The university has taken action against others with a sordid past, renaming a number of its buildings in the last few years. But how do you rename the school itself? In a statement, spokesperson Dan Mogilov wrote, quote, "We acknowledge that the university's founders chose to name their new town and campus after an individual whose views warrant no honor or commemoration. But the school maintains that the name Berkeley has come to represent a set of values, not the man." And the statement concludes by saying, quote, "While questions have been raised about George Berkeley's past, I am not aware of any formal effort or request to change the university's name." David Brocky, visiting from the UK, says the same thing is happening in his country.
So maybe it's about redefining what the name means or cementing what the name means.
No one from the city responded today, but it may be hard to explain how a place that acknowledges it is on Ohlone land should be named for a man who enslaved indigenous people. But Henry Aragawi thinks the debate over a name is missing the bigger point.
I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. What is the point? Is it because he's racist? We'll try to abolish racism now, systemic racism now, instead of acting like you care about anti-racism by changing a name.
It's easy to change the name on a building, not so for an entire city. Those with Berkeley in their name are facing an inconvenient truth and may be forced to live with the past rather than trying to erase it.
Trinity College, Ireland's oldest university, recently decided to remove the Berkeley name from their library.